Hi everyone, welcome to our Digital Diary podcast, your podcast for everything luxury. Welcome to Luxury Legacy and Legend, the podcast where we uncover the timeless stories behind the world's most iconic maisons. Today we journey into the history of one of fashion's greatest names, a house born from dreams, defined by elegance and remembered for writing style itself. This is the story of Dior. Imagine Paris in the mid 1940s. The world has just emerged from the darkness of war. Women's wardrobe were marked by rationing, practicality, and somber tones. And then came a dreamer. Christian Dior, a soft-spoken man from Normandy, with an eye for beauty, was determined to bring romance back to women's lives. In 1946, with the backing of textile magnate Marcel Poussin, he founded his maison at 30 Avenue Montaigne. The following year, he unveiled his first collection. The world called it the New Look. It was revolutionary. Jackets nipped at the waist, skirts flowing with over 20 yards of fabric, silhouettes that celebrated femininity instead of hiding it. The reaction? Pure shock and awe. Some criticized it for extravagance in a time of scarcity, but most saw it for what it was, a rebirth of beauty. As Dior himself once said, I drew women flowers, soft shoulders, fine waists like Liana, and wide skirts like Corolla. And with that, Dior didn't create clothes. He created hope. Christian Dior understood something vital. Fashion was more than clothing. It was a universe. In 1947, alongside his debut collection, he launched Miss Dior, a perfume dedicated to his sister Catherine. A resistance fighter during the war, the fragrance became a symbol of freedom and femininity. Proved that scent too was part of Dior's world. Almost instantly, Dior expanded beyond Paris. By the late 1940s, the name Dior was being whispered in New York, London, Caracas, Sydney. With a decade, the brand accounted for more than half of France's fashion exports. Dior was not just a maison. Dior was France itself, its elegance, its artistry, its promise of glamour reborn. But at the height of his success, tragedy struck in 1957. While vacationing in Italy, Christian Dior died suddenly of a heart attack. He was only 52. The fashion world was stunned. Who could possibly carry his vision forward? The answer was unexpected. A young 21-year-old assistant named Yves Saint Laurent. With brilliance far beyond his years, Saint Laurent infused Dior with youthful energy. His famous trapeze collection loosened the silhouettes, moving fashion forward, the modern 1960s. But after just 3 years, he was called to military service, and Dior turned to another figure. For nearly decades, Bourne provided stability. His designs were elegant, refined, timeless, favored by royalty and society women. He may not have shocked the world, but he kept Dior's flame alive. An Italian architect turned designer, Ferry brought structure, grandeur, and bold shapes. He was sometimes called the Axe, the architect of fashion. Gianfranco Ferri. Then came Galliano, a master of theater, with flamboyance and drama. He turned Dior's runways into spectacles. Historical references, fantasy, and romance dominated, but controversy eventually forced his departure. Quiet, minimalistic, yet poetic, Ralph Simons gave Dior a modern language. His debut of Haute Couture show in 2012 filled rooms with walls of flowers, an homage to Dior's love of gardens. For the first time in Dior's history, a woman took the helm. Maria Grazia Chiuri has made Dior not only a house of beauty, but also a house of meaning. infusing feminist messages, collaborating with artists, and global conversations into couture. Over the decades, Dior has given us some of fashion's most iconic creations. The Lady Dior bag, famously carried by Princess Diana, became a symbol of grace. The bar jacket, still reinvented today, is the cornerstone of Dior's identity. The perfumes Miss Dior, J'adore Sauvage are legends in their own right. And then there are the faces: Charlie Theron, shimmering in J'adore, Natalie Portman embodying Miss Dior, Jennifer Lawrence as the house modern muse. Dior just doesn't just create clothing or perfume, it creates legends. Today, Dior is more than a maison. It's a cultural pillar. Exhibitions of Dior archives draw thousands red carpet glitter with Dior gowns. And in every corner of the world, the name still stands for Parisian luxury at its purest. From the post-war rebirth of femininity to Galliano's theatrics to Chiuri's feminist couture, Dior remains a house that balances tradition with transformation. A Christian Dior himself once said, "Respect tradition and dare to be bold." And perhaps that is why Dior is not only a legacy but a legend. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the world of Dior here on Luxury, Legacy, and Legend. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe and share with fellow lovers of luxury history. Next time, we'll open another chapter in the story of elegance, another house, another legacy, and another legend. Until then, I'm Cowder, reminding you that luxury isn't about what we wear, but the stories that we carry. Thank you.